Welcome to Bamcast, the Black Art Matters podcast, featuring Darius Colquitt. What's going on, family? It's your boy DC. I am super excited because I get to talk to somebody who I have admired for a long period of time, somebody who definitely has broken the mold for what it means to be groundbreaking. They have hopped into and I use that word very pointedly, they have hopped into an industry that most people would not expect to see them in, but they have shown up, shown out, and shown that they are the originator. They are the Cottontail Casanova. They are that busy bunny busting out the main streets of Harlem, you know? And it's not every day we get to question one of the individuals, that you admire most. And I gotta say, I am so excited that I get the chance to speak to the one and only D Bunny. Yo, D Bunny, how are you doing, man? I mean, like I said, it's not every day you get to talk to a legend, so I appreciate you taking the time to come chill with us, come talk to us. How are you feeling? How are you feeling today?
Hey, Darius, what's good, fam? Man, the scent of fresh beats and fly rhymes is filling the air. I ain't never felt better, brother.
Okay, all right. Hey, yo, that sounds like a great place to be, especially with the way the world is running right now.
Right?
Yeah, I know you feel me on that. Okay, so, all right. Being a New Yorker, I know that this kind of interview thing is typical for you. You've done this not just nationally, but internationally. So this is just, a talk with the fam. Not that people don't know who you are.
I mean, of course, all we're going to do is break it down, make it better, do what we do.
Right, exactly. So all we want to do at this point is just dive deep and, kind of give them the background that maybe a lot of people don't know.
Right.
So let's get started.
All right.
First question for you, Mr. Bunny. If someone were to ask you to explain who you are in one sentence, what would you say? How would you drop that on them?
D Bunny's a lyrical legend, a hip hop pioneer with a cottontail full of soul.
Pioneer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Pioneer is a big word. Not for me, but I'm saying we have younger listeners.
Right.
Let's say you had to break that down for a 5-year-old. How would you explain who D Bunny is?
Well, all right. Imagine the coolest bunny you ever seen, Darius. And now imagine that bunny rhymes better than your favorite rapper and can scratch a record with a carrot. That's your boy. That's D Bunny. And way back when, I and my compadres, we laid down the foundation for something all y'all now called hip hop.
Yeah, y'all heard it. Laying the foundation. Now, if we're talking about laying the foundation, we're talking about Sedgwick Avenue. We're talking about Grandmaster Flash, Cool Herc, that era.
Yep, that's it. Exactly, Darius. See, back in the day before the concrete jungles and the boom boxes, the beats were thumping in the burrows. Right, we used to scratch on roots. We thumped on hollow logs. The rhythm was in our blood, fam. Fast forward, I end up in the Bronx. And what do I see? It's this party bumping, turntables spinning, people was getting down, doing what they do. Your boy hopped up on them bad boys, pulled out a carrot, kind of bumped it a little bit, scratched here and there, and bam! The blueprint for hip hop was born.
Wow.
True story.
Wow. It's like every time I hear the story, I still can't. It's amazing that's how that all happened. Like,
Yeah.
one day, a carrot hit a record, and that was it.
That was all that needed to happen, man. Some people don't like believing that the impossible is possible. Some people don't like believing that what actually happened is what happened. But hey, that's what's in the book. And you got to remember your history.
Yep, and that's why that is why we are here today. So, let's back up for a bit.
Right.
We were talking about who you are, but I think people should probably really get a deeper dive. So,
Cool.
when would you say that the art bug bit you?
Oh, Destiny? No, that's a myth. She does not bite people. That is a misconception spread by the media.
I didn't know that she had an. I just meant, how long have you been an artist?
Sorry. Man, you already know it's been kind of a buzzy year. Let's see. The artistry, that started when I was a little bunny, little kid back in the burrows, tapping my paws on pebbles, I knew that rhythm was the guide. Kind of like that little penguin in that movie with the feet that's happy. I felt a lot like Mambo, trying to find my place, find my voice in a place that didn't really understand what it was like to be a hip-hop influenced bunny. A lot of people didn't understand that, especially my mom and dad. They didn't get it at first, but I kept pushing my way through, and the more I worked, the more people understood. And yeah, the musical world may have been up above ground, but music been coursing through these burrows too. You dig?
I dig it. Now, okay, 2020. I know it's been 5 years since, but that was a big year for a lot of people. It was a wild ride.
No lie.
The question I've been asking all artists, and that I would definitely pose to you, is how do you feel that year, that time period, changed you, changed your artistry, or changed the way you even approach art to begin with?
2020. Man, let's just say the world went quiet. It was quiet enough to hear the whispers of the earth itself. It made me kind of dig a little deeper. The silence, it made everything else in the world that was going on way louder. That stillness, kind of gave us time to think, to reflect, dig deeper, explore new sounds, check into new stories, things I maybe didn't know about before. And what was great about that period is that art for everybody around the world, it was connecting all of us, even when we were all feeling isolated, So while a lot of us lost a lot of things, I think a lot of the artistic world, I think a lot of us gained furloughs of material that we'll be able to use forever. And that's the thing about art. Art imitates life, and life imitates art, and the thing keeps cycling, But yeah, I definitely felt more connected to people in that silence, in that stillness, in that period where we all had to figure it out,
That's it.
And I think we're all still figuring it out.
Yeah, that's it. Now, as we know, every artist has a dream, a pinnacle point, the thing that they want most out of anything. So,
Yes, sir.
being that you've done as much as you've done, I mean, national and international tours, forming the Hop Crew, working with some of the best in the industry, like,
Yes, sir.
What is your pinnacle? When will you, as D Bunny, be able to say, I made it, I did it?
Made it? Man, D, look, Darius, check your son. It's not about the finish line, bruh. It's about the journey. My pinnacle point is to make sure that every kid, every single one who hears one D Bunny track can feel that spark. Even if it ain't hip hop, they feel something inside of them because they need to believe that they can be just as amazing. They can do just as amazing things as I've done. That's the true reward in life. If they learn that, they learn everything.
Truer words never spoken. All right, so D, if you have, well, not if you have, I'm sure you have plenty of younger bunnies that are out here kind of listening, watching you make your hops, maybe wanting to follow in your footsteps. What advice would you give either them or even a younger version of D Bunny himself?
Never stop hopping. Never stop hopping, young blood. You gotta let your curiosity be your compass. Your passions gotta be your fuel. You cannot be afraid to be different, because that's where magic comes. See, a lot of people look at me just because I'm not doing funny stuff like Bugs or Roger or any of my counterparts. I had to carve a path that was right for myself. So, whatever it is, if you see a paintbrush, paint it. If you see a breakdance pad, yo, break, man. Spin. Let's see what you got. If you see a turntable, man, don't be shy to get a thing a scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's it. You never know what a scratch will do for you.
That's it.
D Bunny,
Yes, Darius.
what is one thing that people get wrong about your artistry, or what is one common misconception that people have about you?
Some folks think that it's all about the carrots and the cuteness, D. But yo, this bunny's got rhymes sharper than a thorn bush, and I understand. People don't understand what it means to be an artist that's trying to inspire kids. But for me, it's all about breaking barriers. It's all about unity. That's what my artistry is about. It's about reminding everybody that no matter who you are, even the smallest creature in the world, you can leave a giant mark. And it doesn't have to be what somebody else said. It can be entirely what you say.
And a mark you have definitely left. D Bunny, what's one thing that you want people to know about you? Like something they may not know or may not expect.
Well, all right, this one might surprise you, Darius, but I'm a sucker for a good classical symphony. Yeah, I know. I know. People are like, yo, the hip hop head likes the symphony. Yeah, look, there is something super powerful about how all those old school composers would weave their sounds and their stories together, knowing that the softest pianissimo or the loudest forte could be the moment that makes their story ring. Man, watching those symphonies be played and watching those amazing opera singers just kind of get up and do their thing, yo, man, I've been really considering maybe one day creating a hip hop symphony of my own, kind of blending the old and the new into a whole new likeness that nobody's ever seen before. I feel like that's how you advance. That's how you move forward. That's how you push the boundaries of the artistry. You got to create something new. You got to show them what you got, no matter what that is.
A hip hop symphony. I really need to introduce you to my friend Babatunde Hip Hopper. Y'all need to connect. Okay, so D Bunny, let's shift gears a little bit. This is my favorite part of the interview. It's sort of like, are you familiar with the old show?
Inside the Actor Studio, that show with the cat John Lipton.
Yeah. So you've listened before, so you know this section.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. You gonna ask me some quick questions? I gotta just
go rapid fire, answer
off the dome.
Exactly. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
D Bunny.
Yes, Darius.
What's your favorite word?
Gotta be rhythm. It's the heartbeat of the universe. It's the pulse of everything. Life itself, man.
What's your least favorite word?
Doubt. Doubt holds you back, keeps you from hopping forward towards your dreams. You got to banish that word.
I love that. What feeds you?
Feeds? Easy, D. The energy of the crowd. Seeing kids out there moving and grooving to the music, man, that is pure joy. That's pure inspiration right there.
What drains you?
Negativity, man. Negativity. People that frown on ideas and try to dim your light, man. That's some Bad Bunny business right there.
What sound or noise do you love?
Yeah. The first beat of a fresh track. That moment when you don't exactly know what the words are yet, but you know that this track is gonna make it amazing. Yeah, man. That potential for something amazing that's just hanging in the air. Makes me feel alive.
And what sound or noise do you hate?
I got a couple, but probably the screech of a record needle on a bad track. Like I hate when the flow gets interrupted. So that right there, that's a lot for me. And probably any politician in New York right now, just hearing their voices, just Hey, get off that, son. I'm not trying to hear none of that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay, D Money.
What up?
If you could choose any profession other than being the outstanding, groundbreaking artist you have been, what would it be?
That's a tough one. Maybe I'd be a space explorer. Imagine D Bunny rapping on the moon. Dropping beats on a whole new world, man. That's a concert that I pay to see.
D Bunny on the moon.
Yup.
I am never going to ever forget that image. Like, you rapping on the moon sounds like the most amazing thing in the world. But, I mean, there's a lot of logistics behind it.
I know, right, son?
On the flip side of that, what is a profession you would absolutely never in your life what is the one that you're like, I can't do it, never?
Accountant. Man, all them numbers and spreadsheets and no, none of that. None of that.
Look, I agree. I don't need them numbers. I don't need that. And I'm stuck doing them. I have no choice.
That's what happens when you're the producer and artistic director.
Yeah, I guess we choose our battles. All right. So, that said, Bam Fam, this has been D Bunny. D Bunny, thank you for joining us. Please make sure you come back, talk to us again. Keep us posting on all your endeavors, everything you got coming up.
Oh, I already got an endeavor coming up. In Grand Rapids, April 19th, I'll be at the Wealthy Theater doing Breaking with D Bunny live on GRTV. Y'all should get your tickets.
Well, there you go. West Michigan, Grand Rapids, specifically, get up, bring the kids, bring the family, make your way to the Wealthy Theater, come see D Bunny and the crew do their thing live on GRTV. Tickets are on sale, bamtalent.org/Easter. D Bunny, thank you so much for doing what you do. We appreciate you.
Yo, brother, pleasure's been all mine. And remember, Bam Fam, stay true to yourselves. Let your inner bunny hop. Never stop creating.
And yo, that's it. Everybody, we'll holler at you next time with another amazing artist. Till then, peace.
Holler at you later, y'all.
This has been another episode of Bamcast, the Black Art Matters podcast. Offered to you exclusively through BAM Digital, a subdivision of BAM Talent. To find out more, go to our website, www.bamtalent.org.